Shalom, family. How are we today? Um, I just been chilling today. I didn't really, homeschool was really good. I'm gonna talk to y'all about that. Maybe in a different video, because this video is strictly for one thing. But homeschool was really great. But this rising, okay. I exercise regularly. I'm so proud of my results. And it's weird because um So over the years, I have struggled with my weight. Growing up, my dad, as a punishment, wouldn't feed me. Every Sunday, we had to count canned foods, because he wanted to make sure I didn't eat any. He had a padlock with a big old lock um, on the refrigerator door, so I wouldn't go in there. Um, he made too much money for me to get free lunch from school. So when you're hungry, you'll do whatever, you know. One time I don't know what the purpose was, but he asked me if I was hungry, and I said yeah. And he had my dinner in the trash, and he made me eat it out the trash. But I ate it because I was hungry. So for many years, I've had a um, really bad relationship with food. I can remember, like, I had this. I probably said this before in another video. I had this 7/8 skirt, jean skirt, so cute with the ruffles on it and everything. And I was a size 7/8 at the time, so I was a lot younger. But it was the only thing that I think about when I remember myself back in the day. That skirt. I don't know what it was about that skirt. Um, And then I got pregnant early, and I just really ate like I was eating for 50,000 people. And so I gained like 80 pounds. And I wasn't living with my dad at the time. But I went from not eating at all because people didn't believe me, but he would literally not feed me for months, like months, literally. He would write it on a calendar, you know. And, he wanted me to see it. And so when I did get to eat, I would just be like, eating. Like it would be the last meal, and I didn't know when I'd be able to eat again. So, yeah, I just had a really, really bad relationship with food. So then after I got pregnant with my son and I gained so much weight, I already had so low self-esteem. And then when you're fat, I was so fat. I had gotten so fat that I couldn't lay flat when I laid down at night. I had to prop myself up with at least three, four pillows so that I can kind of lay it aslant. Because when I laid down, the weight, I felt like I was suffocating. And so for many years, I tried to figure out how I can get in shape. And I didn't realize, like, first of all, I knew I was fat. Um, and I didn't like it. I didn't like how people treated me. I didn't like the names. But more than anything, I didn't know how not to be fat. I didn't realize how bad of a relationship I had with food. And so even in my 20s, I still, it got to the point where I didn't like to eat in front of people because I was just eating it all. And I would get so, oh gosh, I would eat so much that my stomach would hurt. I'd lay down. Then I'd be mad. Then I'd be depressed because I ate all that food. It was a struggle. It was a struggle. Um, and then um, late in my 30s, I started going to, these doctors. I used to, me and my friend, we used to go to this diet doctor in New Jersey where I used to live. I lived in Patterson, and it was a diet doctor on East 18th Street, little small little. It was right there on the corner of East 18th and something, right, not too far. Um, it wasn't too far from the Torpedo Base. If anybody's ever lived in Patterson, the Torpedo Base, oh, they had the best sandwiches in the world. Um, but yeah, we used to go to this diet doctor and we get a shot and it have us zooming around like crazy people with no appetite and not eating nothing. Then I passed out and damn near killed myself because, oh, forgive my language, and this is for educational purposes only, um, because I passed out and hit my head and all the things, and nobody knew that Vicky and I were going to this diet doctor. But yeah, I wasn't eating anything. I was just getting this drug every week. And yeah, I lost some weight, but it wasn't healthy. I lost a lot of weight real quick. And so what do you think happened? I gained that and more back. So for many, many years, I have been struggling with my weight. Then I went to see this doctor once, and he told me that I could probably lose some weight, but I'll probably never be thin or um, I'll never be at a healthy weight because I'll never be able to get this extra skin off. I used to call it my folder, um, my under. What did I used to call it? Okay, so back in the day, you would put on a sweater and then you'd fold it under, and so I used to call that my. I can't even do it anymore. So funny. Um, that stomach I had, it was like a tire around my waist. It was huge. And then I heard one time from another doctor telling me that, having all this weight on your stomach is bad on your heart. So I was just really depressed. I was really frustrated. I was angry. I was everything you could think of. And then I have doctors telling me you'll never be able to get it off. You'll be able to lose a little bit, but never, be able to get the flat stomach again and all the things. And so I felt defeated. I felt like it never happened for me. But and there was this one lady that was friends with my cousin, and she was just so beautiful. And I was just like, I want to look like her when I get older. She was up in age, and I would say, I'm going to be like her. But what I didn't realize is that I can't be like her. I can be the best version of me, but I can't be like her. Um, and so, it took me a long time to figure out what works for me. But first, I had to love myself. It started with that. I had to feel like I had to, know that I was worth it. Um, I had to feel like that, I could do this. When you are so defeated and you have no self esteem and you really don't like yourself and you really just don't want to be here and all of the things, you just, I couldn't see past any of that. Um, but I started doing this thing. I used to watch Oprah Winfrey a lot, and she had this thing called Get Fit with Oprah. And she had this exercise guru on, Richard Simmons. He had the little baby shorts on and he would work out with the oldies. So I would sweat with the oldies. That's what it was called, sweating with the oldies. And I would sweat and I would do the things. And now I forgot to mention that when I was a lot younger, um, I ran track. I was fast. I was really, really fast. Like I couldn't go anywhere without somebody challenging me to a race. To the point where, because back then I used to like to wear heels a lot, so I always had on some heels, but I always had me a pair of tennis shoes on my shoulder, like in my bag or something. I always had my shoes because I was always ready because somebody always challenged me. See, back in the day, we used to say we used to dust them, you eat my dust, because that's all you will get. Um, so I always knew that if I worked out and I did it consistently, I enjoyed it. Like it made me feel better. But I wasn't seeing the results that I was wanting. And so I would get discouraged. And so I would quit. And one time I was able to get my stomach down quite a bit compared to what it was, but it was still huge. Like I used to could, I can't even do it anymore. It's so funny. So I used to push my stomach in and I used to could do my back and forth like that, and my stomach would just hit back in my hands because it would just be flip flopping back and forth because I had so much of it. And then, okay, I felt a little something because, okay, I got a little bit of that weight off, so maybe I can do this, but it wasn't moving fast enough, and so I would always give up and stop. Then um, I became a member of SOC and listening to the pastor and all the things. And I realized, he wants us to be healthy. He wants us to be the best version of ourselves. Um, then I started homeschooling my grandson. And because he needed a gym, I'm like, okay, well, I have to work out with him. So that was my excuse. Well, it wasn't really an excuse. I really did have to work out with him for gym. Well, I didn't have to, but I felt like if I did it, he would want to do it more. So I was like, okay, I get to work out now. I got to work out with my grandson. So it was more of I'm doing it for him more so than me, right? Um, so I am. We're doing things. We're walking. We're doing the stuff, and I don't know. He wasn't. He doesn't like to work out for real, and I don't know. I still wasn't there yet. I wasn't there yet. But then I moved here, still homeschooling, using my own curriculum now. Because when we first started, we was doing K-12. K-12, I'm sorry, but it's a horrible, I would never recommend it. Not because I have my own curriculum, but because it was bad. It was really bad. My grandson was confused. Shoot, I was confused. And I've been a teacher for over 30 years, so it was really bad. And I'm not even I'm gonna say this too because I don't want people to just think I'm making stuff up because I used to contact his teacher a lot and she'd be like, "You are so right. I don't know why it's like that." Yeah, me either, but y'all are trying to teach students and y'all don't even have the right answer as an option. Like I'm confused here because I was thinking I was tripping. But anyway, so once I moved here, now I'm using teaching our children Yah's way, my curriculum that the Most High gave me for the world, for real. Um, I'm still doing gym because he, still needs to do gym, but he don't like the gym. But we're going to the gym. I'm working out with the squat couple. They are awesome. And again, he's getting frustrated. He don't like it. But it seemed like I felt like if I kept going, it would motivate him to do it. It never did. Well, it never did back then. Um, so now I'm going to the gym. I'm in the gym at least about an hour, and I'm going every day. And then I was like, wait a minute, I need to chill. So I would do it 6 times a week and give myself one day off. So now I'm doing it 5 days a week. I work out Monday through Thursday. I'm off on Friday. I I work out on Saturday and then I'm back on Sunday and I keep going. Um, and that's been 8 months ago. I always used to say I wanted to be small enough to wear a bikini, but I wouldn't do it because I don't think it's appropriate. But I want to be able to wear one. I can wear a bikini if I want to, and nothing hanging over the bottoms. Nothing. I'm shocked. I'm telling you, I'm shocked. Um, so I'm making this video for those that feel like they want to work out, they want to lose weight. And for me, I realized that I didn't love myself enough. I didn't care about myself enough. But when it came to my grandson, I'm gonna do it for him. And I kept doing it for him. So now I'm doing it for me because I see the results. I love the results. Um, and I finally see things the way it should be. I'm not trying to look like nobody else. I want to be the best version of me. I am so proud of my results. I stand in that mirror and I just look at myself because I'm in shock. Like, how did I do this? Like, I really did this. So, you for you to know that one, if you don't have it in yourself to make the decision to work out and to change yourself to be on the more healthier side, because the Most High needs us healthy. He needs us to be healthy. He needs us here so that we can fulfill the assignment that He's given us. And we can't do it if we're sick. We can't do it if we're ill. So He needs us healthy. So we need to eat better. We need to work out. We got to move. Got to move. Um, if you can't do it for yourself right now, do it for your children, your grandchildren, your husband, your wife, and when I say wife, I'm talking to men because we believe in the Most High over here, and men and women are the only ones that are supposed to be united in a marriage. I don't have nothing against anyone else, um, but a man and a woman becomes one. That's it. So when I say your wife, I mean I'm speaking to husbands. Um, find whatever it is gonna help you say I gotta do it for them, my future grandchildren. Um, I don't know, and I don't know what else to say, but I need for my brothers and sisters to know that we are supposed to be strong, not just mentally strong, but physically strong as well. And we need to eat better. Stop eating all this processed food, grow vegetables. I remember growing up as a child, and if I wanted a snack, I'd go in my backyard and get some peaches. I miss those times. Or we should go to my neighbor's house. They had plums and they had a grapevine. And then we used to go to the farm and go get the watermelons and the cantaloupes and all the things. That's what I used to eat when I was really younger and growing up in North Carolina. I didn't eat candy at all. I never ate candy. I grew up in North Carolina, and the most candy I ever got was an Easter bunny on Easter. And that Easter bunny would last me the whole year and some. Every year I got one. And for the most part, every year I got a new one. I mean, and every year I would throw the old one away because the most of that's been gone is probably the ears. I don't know what it was about them ears, but I used to pop them ears off and I would eat one ear Easter day. and I might pop another ear off. But for the most part, I want a candy and strawberries and bananas and all those things. So let's get back to the healthier us. Let's eat more fruits, eat more vegetables. Um, no processed food. Stop going to these fast food restaurants. They're killing us with all of this stuff that they have in this food that's not real. Um, yeah, I would. I haven't, and initially I was going to take pictures from what I started from up to now. And I was thinking, like, I couldn't even do the pictures. Like, I couldn't even take pictures of myself. And now I definitely can take pictures of myself, but I wouldn't because I feel like it's inappropriate. I'm not married, and he's the only one supposed to see my body like that, so I just don't feel it's appropriate. But I can wear a bodysuit and nothing hanging over. And 8 months is not a long time, but I've been consistent. Even when the gym wasn't open, because that gym used to be closed a lot, I got the squat couple. The squat couple on YouTube is on all they all that. Like they for real. And maybe I'm not supposed to. Well, no, it's on YouTube, and this is a YouTube video. They probably okay with that. But the squad couple, y'all need to check them out. They are really good. They have some really good videos, and I work out with them. Like I said, 5 days a week now, and I love it. So this video is about trying to make sure we get healthier. We got to keep moving, work out, walk. Walking is one of the best exercises you can do. If you can, skip, jump, hop. I don't care. Move, but do it consistently. That's the only way it'll work. You have to be consistent. All right. I love you, family. Chat with you later.